Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to share that in celebration of the holidays, I have a full week of videos planned, lots of gift guides featuring some of my favorite ladies on YouTube. Today, however, I am starting off with a chit-chatty get ready with me. I have a lot of brand new holiday makeup to share, so if you'd like to see how I achieved this makeup look and hear my thoughts on some new products, just keep watching. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy to have you. This is our pink, sparkly, positivity-filled bubble on YouTube where we talk about luxury, beauty, fragrance, and so much more. So if you love luxury too, join our community by subscribing and hit the notification bell. My skincare is complete. I'm ready to begin. I feel like it has been a while since I have filmed a Get Ready With Me video, and I have a lot of new products here that I haven't opened, I haven't played around with at all. So fingers crossed we have success. We're just gonna do our best and see what we come up with. But I am going to begin with eyes, so I'm going to prime my eyelids with a little bit of this YSL All Hours Concealer. This isn't a new product per se. In fact, I've gone through 2 tubes of this, but they did extend their shade range. So I am using a different shade, 0.5, which is much lighter than any of the other shades I've used previously. But it dries down to a powdery texture, which is nice because you can blend eyeshadow easily on top of it. I'm blending this out with my F79 brush from Sigma. I simply could not resist any longer. I finally caved and I picked up the Luxury Palette of Pops from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Celestial Pops that launched as part of her holiday collection. Every time I walked past this palette, I would pick it up, swatch it on my arm, play around with it, and then put it down and walk away. But I was always thinking about it, and I noticed that the quantities were dwindling, so when it got down to 2, I figured I just had to go ahead and make the purchase. Every shade in the palette is beautiful. I love this light pink with the champagne gold reflex. The gold shimmer is stunning. This kind of pewter shade is a perfect neutral, and then you have the deep purple. So you can create lighter looks or deeper smoky eyes. It's definitely perfect for holiday. So I'm gonna go in right now with a flat shader brush, and I'm going to pick up this light pink. That's gonna go all over the inner lid. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Next, I'm using a more compact eyeshadow blender brush. This one is from Chanel, but it's one of their older brushes. You probably have something similar on hand. I'm picking up this pewter shade in the top corner, and I'm going to apply that in the outer V, outer lid space. I love how nicely that is building up. And usually I would do a matte eyeshadow or a matte bronzer in the crease, but today I'm going for that glowy, shimmery, celestial Charlotte Tilbury makeup look. And now with a blank blending brush, I'm just going to soften the crease. Just for the sake of trying it out, I'm going to go back with my little eyeshadow blender and pick up a little bit of this deep purple, and I'm going to pop that right in the outer V. And of course, I'm going to blend it out with our fluffy brush. Curiosity is kind of getting to me. I want to see what the gold looks like. So using my fingers, I'm just going to pop a little bit of that right on the center of the lid. Ooh! Really pretty. So we managed to use all 4 shades in the palette. Definitely a bit smokier than my typical everyday look, but for the holidays I think it's perfect. I love the shimmer, I love the color of the shades. It's a really beautiful palette. Charlotte never disappoints. I'm so happy I picked this up. I have another new product here to try. This is from YSL. It's the Instant Moisture Glow Ultra Moisture Top Secret. It's their hydrating primer. That's all I know. I'm gonna use maybe a half pea size. I'm really just gonna dot that in the center points of the face and then blend out. If I like this, and hopefully I do, I'll take it with me to New York because I imagine my skin will feel a little bit more dry. Which, surprise, we're going to New York for Thanksgiving. I'm so excited. It's become a family tradition to spend Thanksgiving in New York City. We're gonna go to the parade, freeze our little tails off, but it'll be so much fun. I like the way it feels. This was recommended to me by my friend Sherry. She swears by this primer and she is a beautiful makeup artist, so if she recommends it, I will try it. And I wanted to use something really hydrating because the foundation I'm going to use today is the Airbrush Flawless Foundation from Charlotte Tilbury, which tends to be a little bit dry. So you almost need something with hydration underneath. I'm going to blend that out with a brand new foundation brush. I believe this version is the prototype, but this is from the brand Refer Brushes. I recently met with a member of their team, Tom. He was kind enough to come to Miami and meet me for a coffee at the Nordstrom E-Bar. Of course, where else? And he also gifted me a couple of the Refer brushes to try. It was incredibly fascinating to hear the story of the brand, how they got started, and their mission statement is to bring luxury brushes and to create the highest quality collection of brushes at a lower price point. All of these brushes are handcrafted in Japan. They can take up to 10 weeks to create, and they were truly made to rival some of the best brushes on the market. This brush in particular looks very similar to a Tom Ford brush, which I know Tom Ford recently changed from natural to synthetic. I believe these are still cruelty-free and natural, so let's give it a whirl. As soon as I saw this brush, I thought, ooh, that looks just like the Tom Ford brush. I hope it's similar. And of course, with this foundation, a little bit goes a long way. Application is truly everything when it comes to the Airbrush Flawless Filter Foundation, which is why I decided to go for a hydrating primer. I used my Lancer moisturizer before that, and then also the brush is very important. Something like this that's a little bit fluffy is going to help distribute the product so that it's not creating a cake face or just a mask of foundation. A beauty blender would also be really nice, but I wouldn't recommend a synthetic brush. You're just gonna lay too much product down. That little bit of foundation covered my entire face. It's really incredible. Really nice. I absolutely love this brush. I'm not sure of the price of it. I know it's less expensive than the Tom Ford brush, but again, I'm gonna link all of their information down below for you to check out. They have so many deals coming up, I think, for the holidays. For concealer, again, I'm using my YSL All Hours in what might be their lightest shade. The 0.5 is definitely lighter than the 2 and the 3 that I previously used. But I always loved this formula. I didn't replace it right away because I'm not sure I love it more than the Chanel, but I still really like it. If anybody has any great restaurant recommendations in New York City or things to do, let me know. We have a pretty full itinerary, but there's still some room that we could fit some other things in. I got us tickets to see Wicked on Friday night. I am so excited. I saw Wicked years ago in New Orleans, and it was when I was working at WGNO, and I interviewed some of the cast members. I got to go backstage and interview Elphaba as she was being painted green. It was such an incredible experience, such an incredible show, so I am so excited to share that experience with my family because they've never seen Wicked before, and I've never seen a Broadway show on Broadway. I've seen plenty of traveling Broadway troupes, which is amazing. They're all so talented, but it's not quite the same. What else? I think we booked a ferry ride over to Ellis Island to see the Statue of Liberty, which is something that I've never done. To set my concealer and finish my face, I have another new product here. This is something that I picked up for a friend during the Sephora holiday bonus event, and then I fell in love with it and had to pick one up for myself. So I cannot wait to finally use this. I've swatched it a lot on my hand. I've played around with it in store, but I've never applied this to my skin. So here we go. I'm gonna pick out another one of these Refer brushes. This is the 04 angled brush. It's so soft, so pretty. And I'm going to mix these two together to set my under eye. And I love this huge mirror. This is really helpful. Pretty. nice. Really pretty, really soft. Ooh, and the brush is nice as well. I love how thin and silky these powders are, especially for the under eye area. I really cannot bake. I can't use a heavy powder, a chalky powder. The Laura Mercier translucent powder is too heavy for me now. Underneath the eye area, I just can't do it. As my skin has changed, as I've gotten older, I've noticed that I have to tweak the way I apply makeup, and one of the ways that I have to tweak is to be very careful about the under eye. And now I'm gonna go in with the bronzer shade right here. I'm gonna use a very old bronzer brush. It's pretty. And I will most likely take this on my trip. We have another trip in December. I'll probably take it then as well. Especially because the products are really good quality and they're beautiful. It's not just convenient, it's actually really great. Pulling out another one of my Refer brushes. This is the 05 brush. Again, really soft. I'm going to use this for blush, and I think I'm just going to mix these two together. So pretty. Ugh, I'm so happy I got this palette. I just ran to grab my cosmetics pouch for travel so I can show you what I'm taking with me. So far in here I have a little hair tie, of course need one of those. I have the Dragon's Blood Essence Mist. This is going to be my makeup setting spray, instant refresher. I like that it's in a plastic bottle so it's very easy to travel with. Fresh Sugar Peach Hydrating Lip Balm. Have to have it in a cold climate. This is my plan right now for skincare. I think the Cle de Peau products will be really nourishing and really hydrating. Sometimes when I travel though, my skin freaks out. So I'm also gonna pack a couple of these Dr. Dennis Gross Universal Peel Pads. Now that I've properly tried this Hourglass palette and I've seen how beautiful it is on the skin, how versatile it is, it's coming with me in the bag. And when I'm done packing my skincare and cosmetics, I can zip this up and throw it in my suitcase. I'll be ready to go. Can you tell that I'm excited for this trip? It's going to be our first vacation in a year, since our honeymoon last year. I'm not gonna do any work while we're there. I am gonna bring my laptop with me to the airport so I can get some work done in the plane while we have some downtime. I have an entire playlist on Skillshare ready to go. I first heard about Skillshare from Annie Jaffrey, who happens to be my personal favorite YouTuber. I love her content. She is a beautiful woman inside and out, and I always feel very inspired after watching her videos. If you love our pink sparkly bubble here, you will absolutely love Annie, so I will link her channel down below. When she mentioned Skillshare, she talked about it as a great place for creators to learn skills, tips, tricks, ways to grow, but actually you can learn to do just about anything on Skillshare, which is why I love it so much. They have classes on watercolor painting, sketching, photography, social media, editing photos, personal finance. My favorite class that I've taken so far was a marketing class with Gary Vee. It's incredibly informative and just an amazing tool for anybody who just likes to learn new things, learn new skills. Their website and all of the information you need to know will be linked down below. I partnered with Skillshare on today's video to offer you guys 2 free months of unlimited classes. I am currently using my 2 free months, and I'll also include a list of some of my favorite classes. We are almost done with today's look, but I still have a few new things to show you. This is from Patrick Ta. It's their Highlighting Mist Major Glow in the shade We Love Her, which is supposed to be a pearlescent pink shade. This was very hard to find in store when it first launched. I really think this is such a genius product. Not necessarily for the face, but definitely for the body, for the arms, shoulders, chest, the legs. My upcoming holiday parties, I know I'm just going to be spraying this all over the place. I am going to use it for the face today. My technique is just like Dior Air Flash. I'm going to spray it on the brush and then apply it to the face, and we'll see if this works. The only tester in store that had product was the really dark bronzy gold, which would be beautiful on deeper skin tones, but I thought the pink might be pretty. Yes, it is pretty. I thought this one would be better for my more light to medium. I guess I'm not really light to medium. I'm super pale to pale with a sunless tan is how I would describe my coloring. Ooh. To finish the eyes, I'm going back into our Celestial palette of pops and using a small precision brush. This one is also from Refer Brushes. I'm picking up the taupe shade and I'm going to run that beneath the lower lash line. And I hope you guys have some exciting travel plans or even just vacation plans. Sometimes a staycation is the best way to go, especially for Thanksgiving. It's a hectic time to travel. But if you're going somewhere special or if you have a recipe that you are very excited for, drop me a comment. I want to know all about it. This looks really pretty underneath the lash line as well. Since the microblading, I really don't have to do much with my eyebrows, but I am going to give them a little bit more shape with the Brow Wiz from Anastasia. And I have the shade soft brown, medium brown, excuse me. I am so excited about the holidays this year. I think this is the first year that I've ever felt like I am truly owning Christmas. We put up our Christmas tree and decorations. I purchased all of my holiday gifts. I've wrapped just about everything. And there's a lot to look forward to, not just New York, but we'll be spending Christmas in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania this year with my family, which will be really nice. A double dose of cold weather. Pittsburgh has always been a second home to me. I was born and raised in Florida, but every year growing up we would visit Pittsburgh multiple times because both of my parents are from Pittsburgh. Our families were there, so we would go up, spend time with my grandmother. We would spend weeks over the summer there as kids. And now I'll finish the eyes with black liquid eyeliner, and I have a new mascara to try. This is just the Tattoo Liner from Kat Von D. One of my favorites. It's amazing. And this one is almost empty. It's used and abused. The writing is almost coming off, but it's so good. And now I have this little sample of Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara. I've never tried a Marc Jacobs mascara, and I know sometimes judging a product by the sample size isn't the best thing to do. I'm excited though. Ooh, I like the look of the brush. It's really nice. I love this. This is cosmetics bag worthy. I think this is going to go with me on the trip as well. I like that the brush is big, but it's not too big. So it's still easy to get the lower lashes. That's usually a deal breaker for me. I judge a mascara by how easy it is to do the lower lashes. I really love this Marc Jacobs mascara. I'm incredibly impressed. And last but not least, I have lips. I have two new products to use. I have a lip liner here somewhere. This is from YSL. It's their number 4 Rose Fumé lip liner. And I'm going to pair that with a new Givenchy lipstick. This was sent to me complimentary to review from Givenchy. The rest of the new products I purchased myself. I love this packaging. The red velvet is so beautiful. This is their Le Rouge Deep Velvet in the shade 10 Beige Nude. I think it'll work. I love the YSL lip liners because they're very creamy. I filled in my lips a little bit with the lip liner, and then now to go in with this beautiful nude. This looks really pretty. Ooh! It definitely goes with the lip liner. I would say that if you have dry lips, as much as this feels very creamy, it's going to show every crack on your lips. I like the color. I will probably top this off with a gloss. Whether or not you have dry lips, do a lip scrub, maybe a lip conditioner before you go in with this lipstick. And that completes today's makeup look. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it and you liked seeing the makeup and listening to me ramble on about my holiday plans. Be sure to share your holiday plans down below in the comment section so we can keep in touch. I'm going to try to do some vlogging while I'm in New York City. Fingers crossed I have something to share with you guys because it should be a really good trip, so we'll see how it goes. As always, I will be linking all of the products mentioned today, everything that I used today on my face, down below in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.